Hi, it's nice to see you again. Thank you for joining me. So I am going to jump right into it today. Today I am teaming up again with the lovely Wendy. Hi Wendy from My Life Wendy. I'm going to put her channel below. We are going to do Get Ready with Us, and we're going to be showing you what we do as far as the makeup that we would wear for the summer. So I'm going to start with that, but before I do, if you have not checked out Wendy's channel, please go do so. Not only is she such a kind and patient lady with me to get this done. Thank you again, Wendy. I so appreciate it. Mwah. But she's just a sweet spirit. Her channel specializes in clean beauty and skincare, and I love to watch what she uses and what she loves. So please go check her out, and if you would be so kind to subscribe, I would appreciate it. And if you came over from her channel, I thank you so much for stopping by. And again, here we go. I'm going to start with what I do and what I use in the summer, and I'm going to put my hair back here a little bit. And basically the techniques really for me don't change in how I apply my makeup. But two things are very important to me, so let me just say what that is. First of all, I must have great lighting, and for me it's always the natural light. I want to see how my makeup is going to look when I go outside, so natural lighting is so important to me in putting on my makeup, so I do have that now. And then the second thing is to make sure my face is very well moisturized with my serums and creams, so that the products will go on a lot better. So that is very, very important to me. So my skin is prepped. I have my serums and my creams on, and I'm going to start with my Osmotics CC cream. This one is in warm. I actually really like this. It's a very nice cream for especially for the summer, but I would wear it year-round. I usually use tinted moisturizers or BB creams or CC creams anyhow, but this is, I think I've been using this for maybe probably about 6 months, and I really like this. One of my all-time faves and goes-to have always been the Laura Mercier, and I like the original one the best. I have the Illuminating, or is it the Radiance one? I think it's the Illuminating, and that's a nice one, but my favorite is the original. I understand that she has reformulated and repackaged, and I really hope that it's going to be just as good or better, because you know how they do. Sometimes they reformulate stuff and it's not the same. So hopefully that's not going to be the case. But as you saw, I am applying my CC cream without brush. I use my fingers. I love using my fingers, guys. I really do. I'm also taking a damp Sonia Cash sponge, but you could use any one. The Loreal makes a good sponge like this too, I like. But I'm basically just shearing it out, even though there's not a whole lot to shear out, but I just want to make sure that it's all blended, especially in my hairline, around my eyebrows and such. But I don't use a lot of brushes, as you'll see as I go through this. The next thing I'm going to try, now I usually use my Maybelline Age Rewind, but I thought I would try this. I've been using this on and off. It's the Revlon Candid Concealer, and this happens to be in the light. And I'm still on the fence about this, but I'm going to try it. You can see it's got a nice size, and you see that there, nice size applicator. It's on the yellow side, which is kind of good actually, because it'll counteract dark circles. But yeah, I don't use a lot of brushes, like I said, as you'll see, which is why I really don't spend a lot of money on expensive brushes, because for me, it's just not worth it, because I really don't use them. But I have been, if I do have brushes, they're usually drugstore, which would be the e.l.f. brushes, which you'll see me use here. And I love those brushes, guys. They are so nice for the price. You can't beat the price. They're very soft. I don't see any, minimal, if any, shedding at all. And they clean up very nice as well. They wash up nice. So I applied that concealer, as you saw, and what I'm doing now is I'm taking my Clarins Instant Light Brush On Perfector, and this is just going to give me an additional brightening effect where I want it, which would be right in the corner of my eyes here, and then in between my eyebrows. This is a very, very nice brightening. I love to take this with me in my makeup bag just to touch up as needed, just to, you know, brighten up the area when I'm out and I'm not going to be back for the day and I'm not going to be able to touch up my makeup. This is a nice little pen to have to touch up pretty quickly. I'm also going to put some concealer on my lips to cancel out the color and make the lipstick last longer. This happens to be a Revlon Photoready concealer. I've had this for a long time, but I don't even know if they make it. I rarely use it. If I do, I use it for exactly what you see me using it for. And then I'm going to just, again, shear some of that out here. And I normally use a bigger mirror. One of my favorite mirrors, where is it? Oh, it's this one here. It's got the 1 time, and then it's 3, 5, and I think 10. But it's too big for what I'm trying to do here and for you guys to be able to see it. So I just dropped down. I dropped down to this little mirror here, which has, I think it's 3 or 5 times on one side. I wanted you guys to be able to see it. So I'm going to take a powder, and I don't use a lot of powder either, guys. I really don't. I just use it to set underneath my eyes and a little in my T-zone, and I'm just using a sample I've got of the HD high definition powder. It's a very, like a white translucent powder. I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush and dab a little in it, tap it off, and then I'm just going to set under my eyes, in between my eyebrows, just to keep that hopefully lasting throughout the day. Like I said, just right in the forehead, or right here on the forehead, I powder down the my nose, and just a little bit on the chin and under my eyes, and maybe just a little on the side here. And we're done with that. And then I'm going to take my, where is that? My e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, right here. If you guys can see that, there you go. And I don't use it as a concealer. I use it for a an eyeshadow, an all over eyeshadow. I'm going to take the Tartelette in Bloom. I am using Flower Child, and I am just going to put that all over my eyelid. Now what this does is further set the concealer that I just used, plus I think it helps to counteract any darkness that's in my eye, and I think it also helps the concealer, or I'm sorry, the eyeshadow to sit longer on the eye. And I'm just running a little bit under my eyes. I'm going to now take the Too Faced Natural Eyes, and I am going to use the Honeypot color, which is this beautiful gold here. Now, I like I said, my techniques pretty much stay the same. I really, and I'm using my finger, and I'm just putting it on with my finger, and I just usually, like I said, the techniques stay the same, but the colors change. So I'll go with the lighter lip in the summer, and probably a little more gold and bronzy colors as well in the summer. But I really don't, you guys, you know, I'm such a less is more person, and I don't even mean just with makeup, with hair. I mean, with my clothing, with accessories and jewelry. I don't even have pierced ears. And I have to tell you, I love gold hoops. I think they're so pretty. The diamond hoops, the diamond studs. I just love all that I see you guys, some of you ladies wear. I think it's so pretty. So I have been kicking around getting my ears pierced. But I don't know, you know, and it's not a pain thing. I'm taking an old brush. I don't even know what this is. I'm sorry. I'm just blending this out. because the goal here is not to do anything, you know, I'm not trying to do a V on the outer corner or a cut crease or, you know, do anything in the, as a transition shade. I'm just laying down one color of an eyeshadow. And the most impact you'll see in a second will be the eyeliner that I'm going to use and the mascara. But I am such a minimalist when it comes to all that. Again, I like less is more. I'm not afraid to get of pain, so it's not like I'm afraid to get my my ears pierced, because I'm one of those weird people that happen to love when I get my blood drawn. I love watching it. I know it's weird, but I'm just fascinated by it, and I'm not really sure. So it's not a pain thing. I don't know what it is. I just never got my ears pierced, and I'm 53 now, so you'd think, well, if you're not going to do it, then you know, now you probably never will, and maybe I won't, but we'll see. I'm taking a small brush again. This is, I think it's an old Sonia Kashuk, and I dipped it in the same color, and I'm just running it underneath my eye right now. But I would love, like, I think a pair of gold hoops would look cute with this t-shirt, my mascara and coffee t-shirt. You probably can't see the coffee, but you know, that's how I would dress something up. Guys, I very rarely even carry a purse. I don't know, and I love purses. I don't know, I'm a no fuss, no muss kind of girl. I just don't like a lot of fussing, and I don't like to fuss a lot. So that's why when you see me doing my makeup, I just want to do it, get it done, and boom, be done with it. I was reading that the return of the natural look is coming back, which I find interesting, because first of all, natural to me is wearing no makeup at all. That to me is a natural look. But what they're trying to say is the Instagram makeup and the very heavy eyebrows, heavy eyeshadow, heavy contour is supposed to be going away, and more natural is coming back. I personally like that. I'm not a trend follower, so it really doesn't matter to me, but I do what I like and what I think is going to be good for my face. But it's nice to see the return of that, and I think they said the one eyeshadow look, which I kind of did. Well, I used two, but you know, I love it because it's just get it on and just go out the door. So that's kind of my thing. Less is more on everything. So I'm going to take a eyeliner, and this is the Chocolate Diamond. Now this is the thing that I think makes the biggest impact for me, and it is tight lining the upper waterline with I use either dark brown, which this is, or a black, which is rare. I use a black. Usually I use a dark brown or a bronzy color. But what this is going to do, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it is going to boost up the root of my lashes, so when I put on mascara, it's going to even look more full. And it's a quick trick to do if you don't want to spend the time, and I'm also a little on the lazy side, so I would rather just you know, do this. You get the most bang for the buck, as opposed to putting the eyeliner on the top of your at the top of your eyelid. Thank you. So it really just adds a quick emphasis and gives you your eyes a little more open, if you can see that. But I really am a less is more. I've always been a less is more. I've never worn a lot of makeup. I don't like the feeling of makeup as much as I love makeup. I know that sounds weird, but I don't like the feeling of makeup on my face. I'm also going to run this on the bottom waterline. Now this is the Mally Saddle Shimmer. She doesn't make this anymore. Well, she doesn't make the color anymore, but she does make these. And this one seems to last the longest, and it gives me the most pop to my eye color. It's so hard doing this, guys, when you have contacts in. It really is. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I have, one of the things as you get older, at least for me, is that your sight starts to go. So I love this big, what I call granny font, so I can see. But as you get older, you can't see up close anymore, at least I can't. So I had to totally change contacts. And I don't have contacts that are both long distance. I have, I'm going to just show you, favorite mascara, drugstore, Loreal double extend tubes. One side's the primer, one side's the mascara. I do one at a time. I go in, I'll tell you about this mascara in a second. I always wipe off the excess on a tissue and just apply the primer. But one side of my contact is for reading, which is the right eye, and then the other side is for long distance. Now, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really like it. But because I just told you I don't carry a purse, which means that I won't carry readers, because when you have, you know, as you get older, you can't see up close anymore. Again, for me, well, my husband's the same way now. So you need something, if you're not going to wear readers like me because you don't carry your purse, then you need something to counteract that. So that's why you have the one, I have the one for the reading and one for the distance. And it's supposed to trick your mind into, you know, being able to see like you would normally if you had both contacts of the same prescription. It's okay. I prefer to have my old eyes back, but we know that's not going to happen. So, you know, this is the alternative for when, like I said, I don't want to carry a purse and I don't have any readers with me, which I would either lose or break, because that's just how I roll. I'm a little bit of a klutz too, by the way. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm still trying to get used to it, even though it's been years. But I just don't even wear contacts that much anymore, just because my eyes have gotten drier with age. So it's an alternative, and I just make do with it. And you know, because I love to wear sunglasses, and I love to not have to wear my glasses all the time because they leave a nice red mark on my nose, and sometimes I just don't want to wear glasses. So it works for me. If any of you have that, let me know if you guys like it. My husband has no problem with it. He says it works out very well for him, and it doesn't bother him at all. But for me, I don't know. I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather have my old eyes back, but that's how it goes. So this mascara, I've been using this mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. It's a tube mascara. It doesn't budge, doesn't flake, doesn't smear, which is a pet peeve of mine because I absolutely hate that when the mascara flakes or smears. And this primer is excellent, by the way. And it's a, you know, I think you could get it around $10 or under $10, but I've been using this mascara forever, and I always go back to it, even though I try other mascaras. But I think people would either love or hate this. I don't think there's an in-between with this mascara, and I think the reason why is because it has a tendency, now I don't really see this, but it has a tendency to clump, and if it does on me, you'll see what I'm going to do. I just grab my eyelash comb and comb through the clumps. But this stuff, the way you get it off at night is you just splash your face and your eyes with warm water, and you start to gently wipe off the mascara with the water, and it comes off in tubes on your face. And it's easy to get off, but at night when you want it to come off, but it stays when you don't, you know, like in the humidity and when you want your mascara to stay on. So I really love it. Again, I think it's one of those mascaras that you're going to either love or hate. I am a fanatic, or not a fanatic, but I love my mascaras, and I love trying different mascaras, but I just have gotten so tired of spending so much money. You know, some of these department store mascaras, you can spend 20 plus on up for a mascara, and this darn thing dries out in 3 months. And I know you're supposed to replace it anyhow, but unless that mascara is going to rock my socks off and be like the best mascara in the world, I just can't see spending that kind of money on a mascara anymore. And I used to. My last high-end mascara I bought was the Lancome Ensure Big, which I loved at first, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I started getting major flaking, and I stopped using it. So So here I'm going to show you what I do. This is what I like to do when I just want to open even my eyes up even more. Now, please, if you do this, I've said this before, please be very, very careful. Obviously, make sure that your lashes are not wet anymore. Do not clamp hard. Press gently, which is what I'm doing. And then when you release here, release very slowly and pull away. As you can see, I'm going to just separate these out. I love this eyelash comb. Love it, love it. I mean, you could use any one, but I love this because it's dual-sided, and I just think it's a great little tool. But as you can see, what that did, it just really further opened up my eyes. Now, I would probably put on another coat of mascara, but because of time, I won't do that. But again, this just helps to further open my eyes and further, you know, exaggerate my lashes and give it almost a doll-like effect. And plus, I like to do this when I need to freshen up my mascara and I don't want to put on another coat, especially if I put on 2 coats. So this helps to freshen it up without adding another coat, which would, you know, make it look even more clumpy and possibly spidery. So this is my little trick that I've been doing, and I've been doing this since I've been wearing mascara, which is since my teens, and thankfully nothing has happened. And I hope nothing happens going forward. The only problem with doing this is your eyelash curler can get a little messy, but I just take a makeup wipe and clean it off. But it just gives it a little more boost and opens my eyes, if you can see that there. And I really love doing that trick. So please be careful if you do it. Do it only when your eyelashes are dry. Don't do it when your eyelashes are wet, and just very, very gently release, please. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is this Glossier Boy Brow. I bought this, it's in taupe. I like this actually, but you know, and here's the brush, and this is why I like it, because the brush is so small. I always, again, dab everything off on a tissue, excess. I like this, but the thing about this I don't like is first of all, it's a small. See, I can't even read what this says, guys, but it's very small. It's a very small tube. But I like the color. I like the brush, like I said, but I don't like the price, and I don't like the size of it. So for that very reason, I probably wouldn't buy it again, because I think I could go to the drugstore and just buy something that's similar for a lot less. But I like what it does for my eyebrows. I usually do, I have a couple eyebrow pencils. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Again, it's what I feel like doing, how much time I want to take. And, you know, I can zhuzh it up when I really want to and feel like it, but for the most part, this is pretty much all I do, especially in the summer. Okay, so then I'm going to take, I usually do my bronzer first, or after my tinted moisturizer application, but I didn't, so we'll go and do it now. It's Physicians Formula, guys. They have great bronzers. This happens to be the bronze booster. It's called the Beauty Balm. They no longer make this, but I love this. Take a big brush from Eco Tools, and I'm not looking for a contour face again. I just want to warm up my skin. Now, bronzer, you think you should, would only wear it in the summer. That would not be me. I wear bronzer year-round, and basically all I want from a bronzer is just to warm up my skin. I want a little glow. I don't use matte bronzers for that reason, because I do want a little glow, and I just hit the points where where the sun would hit my face. And again, I wear bronzer year-round. So, I love my bronzers. I really do. And the Physicians Formula, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a bronzer, check those out, guys. They're really, really nice. I'm trying to think of if there's one Physicians Formula. Oh yeah, there's one Physicians Formula bronzer that I just can't get with, and it's so popular here on YouTube. And it's the butter bronzer. I cannot get past the smell. I just can't. I think it's too pungent for me, and I just don't like it for that very reason. But all the others that I've ever tried of theirs, I've always thought their bronzers are fantastic. Okay, so there's nothing better to me than a pink lip. When I want to really brighten up my face and look alive, a pink lip just works for me. And I especially like a pink lip in the summer, and I'm talking lighter pink lip. Like I will use a mauve or something darker in the fall, but in the summer I'll use pink, and that goes for blush as well. I hesitate to show you this because this blush is not made anymore, unfortunately, but this is one of my favorite blushes. I've never talked about it here because they don't make it anymore, but it's the Sue Devitt, and it's called Belize. If you can see this, it is one of the most beautiful color blushes, and the thing that I love about this blush is that it has a shimmer in it already. Now, it's not a glitter shimmer, but it's just more of a glowy, I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's just more of a glowy, real pretty pink, and it eliminates the need for a highlighter, which is what I really don't use either is highlighters, because I always look for something that is, you know, blush wise is more like I said, has more of a glow or a sheen or a shimmer. Again, not a glitter, but more of a sheen or shimmer. And I just love this color blush. It is just a beautiful blush, and it lasts a long time. But yeah, I guess she's no longer, I don't think her makeup line is, available anymore. I don't think she's making makeup anymore is what I'm trying to say. I'm taking my Essence lip liner in the, what is this? Satin Mauve. If you haven't tried Essence, they have some nice products, and they're very inexpensive. I am taking my, this is MAC. I cannot read it. Even with the right contact in for reading. Pink Addict. Oh my goodness. Gotta laugh, guys. You just gotta laugh. Okay, this is not a bad, this has a little bit of a gold hue to it. I don't know if you can really see that, but MAC lipsticks are pretty nice. I have quite a few, and they seem to last pretty long. And then I am going to use this MAC, their lip gloss, one of their lip glosses, and it is called Sweet as Pie, I think. Maybe I'm making that up in my head because I can't see it, but I'll put it down in the description box. But it's a very pretty pink. And I'm just going to, I love lip gloss. It doesn't last, but I just love it. I just think it's so, for me, it just really adds a little something to my lips, and it just makes me feel, it just makes it, I think that makes it look pretty and fresh. And I just love using a lip gloss, but again, it doesn't last. So I always have to take a lip gloss with me when I'm going out, or a lipstick, and since I don't usually carry a purse, you'd say, well, where do you put it? And I would just slip it in my pocket so I could just, you know, take it out and use it when I need to, because I think the biggest thing for me is having color on my lips, because it really makes your face come alive. And that's how you know you found a good color lipstick. If you put on a lipstick with nothing else, which is what I usually do actually, I wear no makeup other than sunscreen, of course, and put on a lipstick, and if your face just comes alive, then you know that that is the color for you. And usually pink does that for me. So I think that's it. There you go, guys. Thank you so much. This is my quick makeup. It usually doesn't take me 30 minutes, but because I'm talking, it did. I thank you for watching. Again, I thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you again for your patience. I just love you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And see, I would love to hear some little earrings. What do you guys think? Tell me if you have pierced ears. Tell me your experiences. I would love to hear it. I've heard some woman told me, don't ever do it, she said, because your ears will, your earlobes, or your earlobes, she said, will never be the same, because you always have, you know, holes in your ears. Although she said they close up, but you know, you have to always keep earrings, is what I'm trying to say, in your ears, to keep them from closing up. So if you guys have pierced ears, let me know what your experience is, please. And if you don't, let me know if you would get it. And but I just think some cute hoops or something would look really nice right now, but we'll see what I do. But thank you so much again, guys. I'm sorry for rambling. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.